Hello, welcome to Tablescapes and Decor, and thank you so much for clicking on my video. Well, today I'm at the sink here, as you can see is at the start of this video, and I have a little bit of a different video for you. So I'm going to be doing a little cleaning. It's a Saturday morning. Don't know when you're watching this video. I think I uploaded the video on a Sunday, but I'm actually recording on a Saturday morning, and I'm going to get these dishes cleaned and give my kitchen a full reset. Then after that, I'm going to jump in and do some vacuuming and cleaning in the dining area, and I'll also do a tablescape for you because after all, this is Tablescapes and Decor, right? Now, let me explain to you why I am hand washing the dishes. So if some of you, if you're new to the channel, this will be new to you, of course. First of all, thank you, welcome, and I hope you decide to subscribe today. And if you've been following me for a while, or if you come over from my other channel, DIY Design by CCW, then you would already know that this house was a complete fixer-upper. I purchased it a few years ago, needed absolutely everything. It had been abandoned and empty for several years. There was no heat, no plumbing, the electrical was shot, so all of that work had to be done first, and I did the majority of the work myself. Now, the one thing I have not done yet is replace this kitchen cabinet, although I've painted it and, tried to make it work for us. I haven't, and of course, gave it a thorough cleaning because it was a mess, but it needs to be replaced. And when I replace it and do a little remodeling in the kitchen, I'm going to add a dishwasher. But until then, it's going to be my two hands. So here you'll see I'm going to give the dishes, I'll be washing the dishes rather. I'll give the kitchen a thorough clean, including wiping everything down, doing a little sweeping, a little mopping. Then I'll move into the dining room and I'll do a little vacuuming, and then of course do a little decorating for you with a new fall tablescape. Now, if you watch the channel, you may have seen that I did do a fall reset video where I filmed several areas of my home, including the kitchen. I did some decorating here in the kitchen. Also, I did a tablescape in the dining room and decorating in some other rooms. So I'm not going to do any decorating in the kitchen, but I am going to redo the tablescape I have set up now and do another fall tablescape, and we'll see how that turns out. All right, I'm going to stop talking, turn up the music, and let you watch me work, and I'll be back when we get to another part of the video. All right, guys, so as I finish wiping everything down, getting the sink clean, before I move on to mopping or sweeping and mopping the floor, I've got a couple questions that I'm hoping you'll answer. Number one, I know myself, I have been watching a lot of cleaning videos. I really like them. They really inspire me. And I'm wondering what it is about cleaning videos, if you watch them, first of all. What do you like to see? Do you watch them for inspiration? Are you looking for technique? What is it that you like about cleaning videos, and why do you watch them? Also, I'd love to know, what is your go-to cleaning solution for your kitchen? Now, you've seen me use Mrs. Meyer's to kind of wipe things down. I love that for my kitchen refresh. Here, I'm going to mop my floors, and I'm using Fabuloso with a mix of pine sol together. I love the way they smell, and I think they give the floors a thorough clean. But what do you use? What do you use for wiping things down? What do you use for mopping? I'd love to hear. So again, I hope you'll leave me some answers down in the comments, and I'm going to get back to playing the music while you watch me clean the floors. All right, so the kitchen's done. Everything is back to normal. Everything's wiped down, and you can see my little fall decor there. Didn't do a lot, but I did do some in the kitchen. And again, I'll make sure to link the video in the description box where you can see me doing my kitchen reset. I actually painted the cabinet there and did a little decorating, so I'll leave a link to that video. All right, so now it's time to move into the dining room. Now, this is the tablescape that I did when I did my kitchen reset, or home reset rather, for fall, and it's been sitting there. We very seldom, if ever, eat at this table, so it's okay for me to do these decorative tablescapes and just kind of leave them, since we don't use the table. We're empty nesters, and really the table's just for decoration. I usually I'll either eat in my office, or we might eat upstairs in the TV room, and but we just don't eat at this table. So anyway, I'm gonna take the dishes away and everything from the fall tablescape I did earlier, and I'll see what I can come up with. I'm thinking about switching it up and going with a little bit more orange. I've been really traditional this year with my fall colors, kind of sticking with orange and green and little white, little gold, but we'll see how it turns out. Now, as you can see, I don't have a true dining room because the wall between the kitchen and the dining room was removed, because again, this is an older home built in 1960. The rooms were a lot smaller, so it's an open kitchen and dining room concept, but I do try to make it feel like two separate rooms. So here I'm going to go ahead and give the rug a good vacuum. Off camera, I also did a little mopping, of the floor, or the bare parts of the floor that you can see. I'll wipe the table down, and then after I do that, I'll go ahead and start setting, putting together the tablescape. All right, so I'm going to start with this orange table topper. I forget what size it is, but I'm an eFavorMart affiliate, so I do get a lot of linen from them. And if you're looking to order any of the linen or anything like that that you see in this video, I always have a link in the description box. It's not much, but hey, it does help the channel a little bit. There is, a little bit of a benefit or a little bit of commission if you use the link. And they do have some fantastic linen products. Now, a lot of what I get from them will be like the satin linens that you see me use in my videos, but they also have, polyester and other fabrics. It's just what I purchase is typically the satin. So there you see I've added an orange runner that I purchased from Home Depot. I've added a centerpiece that came from Marshall's, some plates and bowls. The plates came from Home Goods. The bowls come from, I think I had the bowls already. They come from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to add these beautiful napkin rings that I found at Home Goods. And they have a leaf design. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And I'll also add some satin napkins that came with the satin tablecloth. I'm adding these little orange saucers that I picked up from Home Goods, I think, and these little pumpkin cups that come from At Home. Now, the Victoria stemware, I've had this stemware for about 2 or 3 years, and I believe, I can't remember where I got it, maybe Z Gallery. At least the wine glasses probably come from Z Gallery, but the champagne glasses I think may have come from Ross. I can't remember. The candles come from Michael's, and the candle holders come from Ross. And there you see me adding some silverware. Love to do that. And I'm adding some gold silverware. And I like to do the full setup. And that's it. That's pretty much what I do for this tablescape. I think I'll add a couple more things, maybe a couple more bits of floral to give it a little bit of a pop. And then once I do that, we'll see how the tablescape turned out. All right, this is how the tablescape turned out. You know what? I think I do like it. It's very traditional with the orange and the green, and it's very vibrant, but I do like it. Now, I do end up adding a teapot to this set, and that's something I just love to have on my tablescape, but I wanted you to see what it looked like prior to adding the teapot. And then this is how it looks with the teapot and the cream and sugar container. Again, some of you may think this is a little bit much for this table. It is a smaller table. It's 52 inches round, even though it looks a little bit smaller than that on camera. But I just love a full table. So to me, this has all the elements. But again, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Is it too much? Would you do something like this? And would you take some of the things off the table? And if so, what would you do? What would you take off? or would you leave it exactly as it is? So again, I do love the centerpiece. I think that brings just the right texture. And I do love the little pops of gold. Breaks up the orange and green a little bit. And overall, really satisfied with it. So again, guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you'll decide to do that. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did like it, or a thumbs down if you didn't, but I hope you don't do that. I hope you did enjoy the content. And then thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you go and visit my other channels if you will. DIY Design by CCW, the Glam Decor channel. And like I say at the end of every video, I can't wait to see you, each and every one of you, in the next video. Have a wonderful day or night, and happy fall, y'all.